What's up, guys? Bear with me. I forgot my SD card for my GoPro, so this is all going to be off the iPhone today, I think. So if the quality's shit, I'm sorry. It's the best you're getting. But I ran back over to Todd's, grabbed the injectors. The injectors I took over to my buddy Steve. He's going to get them on the flow bench, clean them, see if they're still good. Then from there, we'll figure out what we're doing for injectors. I'm really hoping we can save those ones because I don't want to buy another set of 210s just to convert over to something big next year when we go methanol. I'd rather just make it through this season on what I got. But I got the mid plate sitting right here. I haven't fully bolted up yet because these got, since we're still running coolant, these have a freaking, what's it called? A gasket sitting on the backside. Well, the last time we put this on, we had a leak. We had to pull the entire motor plate back off, pull the gaskets off. We siliconed the hell out of the gaskets, slapped them back on, put it together, and the leak was gone. But right here's my water block. It's a nice 417 unit. I really like this water block setup. But these gaskets look pretty good still. I think those one will get by, hopefully. And then I've got Gary hooked me up with a fresh set of gaskets for the backside and the steam vents. So I'm probably not going to bolt that motor plate down yet until I'll take it off. I'm going to scrape the gaskets off the backside, put those new gaskets on, and then put it all back together. We've got the flywheel sitting on now. Flex plate, flywheel, whatever you want to call it. Who cares? But I didn't torque those down yet because I don't have any Loctite sitting here. And we had an issue two or 3 years ago. We had an issue where bolts decided they wanted to back out. So now I Loctite both the bolts to the motor and the bolts to the converter. We'll probably just put some blue Loctite on it, just something to keep it snug and make sure it's not going to back off on us. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. I'm going to clean up this motor plate, put the new gasket in, and then try to hopefully, I'll go get some Loctite, put those bolts in, then set this thing down in the car and try to get somewhere from here. So I really wanted to have the GoPro because I was going to put it on time lapse over in the corner, and you could just watch me as I go along, but I screwed up, didn't bring my SD card, so bear with me, sorry. As you can see, there was a lot of silicone and gaskets sitting on these. This one pulled off pretty good, but yeah, this one's going to take a little more finessing with the blade. But we're slowly getting there. Well, we got the motor plate all done, taken care of. Luckily I had some little bit of copper spray. I just threw it out on the back and then slapped the new gaskets on. I don't think we're going to have any problem with a leak at least. Got to hold some Loctite the rest of the motor plate bolts down. That's how she looks right now. And then I got the back bolts Loctited on the flywheel. So I think we're about to set her in. See how it goes. Well, I ran into multiple snags because I'm an idiot, partially. Number one, I completely forgot that I still had the old converter in there. So trying to line this motor up inside of the mounts with the converter still in the transmission is an absolute headache. Wasn't going to happen, so I had to lift it back up, pull that converter out. The flywheel, I forgot, does not clear this mid plate, so I had to pull the flywheel back off. Try to slide it in. Now we're running into the issue that I'm just trying to get the two dowel pins in the back of the motor lined up with the mid plate and the transmission so it'll slide in all together and I can bolt the front. But I didn't pull the motor out, Todd did, and I haven't looked at this haven't seen the car together in over a year, so I can't remember if the motor plate goes behind these mounts right here, or if we had them in front of these mounts. I'm starting to think I might have to take this off, get this lined up back here, and then this bolts behind. But I'm gonna go back through all my old pictures and take a look just to figure out if that's what's holding me up, why I can't line up those 2 dowel pins in the back, or if it's just, it's me on my own trying to muscle the motor into place between using the jack and trying to wiggle back and forth on my own. It's kind of a headache to try to line anything up, but we'll be back in a minute and I'll try to figure out what the hell's going on. All right, so I just went through all the pictures and it 100% does sit just like that in front of this tab. It's not behind it. So the next idea is, I guess I'm gonna unbolt, because right now the transmission, everything up front is pretty much unbolted. They're just loose bolts sitting there. I'm gonna unbolt this back piece, the tail shaft support. I'm just gonna unbolt that, slide the transmission back a couple inches. I'm probably gonna have to put the jack under it, but I'll put the jack under it, slide it back a couple inches, get the motor in, and then I'll worry about lining up the transmission after that. Should be easier, but yeah. Also, I didn't have, I couldn't get the jack fully under the car because the A-arms sit so low. Jack was bottoming out on them, and I can't leave this big pump jack under there because it won't clear. So luckily some of my old parts are useful. Here is what's left of my power glide that came out of my total last time. That's currently holding the car up. Luckily this car has like no weight to it, so I'm not too worried about it. If it breaks, it's only going to go down, what, 5 inches? So yeah, I'm gonna unbolt that tranny, slide it back, and we'll be back hopefully with the motor actually bolted in and done, so we can get rid of that part of the headache. All right, we got her bolted down finally. She's pretty snugged up in the back too. Once we get the transmission bolts in there, it'll pull everything tight. We'll be good. But yeah, it only took forever, but that's okay. It's finally in. I'm happy. Pull this hoist out. There she is. I think I'll probably I'll put the intake on, maybe start putting the manifolds on today. We'll see. I'm really hoping that I can get the manifolds on, because I can't remember. I'll be really mad if I got to take the motor back out to put these manifolds on. I know they were tight. I just don't remember how tight. But yeah. We'll keep picking away at it. And another thing, Gary was very upset with me with how much silicone we had on this motor. So he gave me a nice set. I don't know if I bought these or gave them to me, but told me I better use these and not do this again. So I guess we'll put actual exhaust gaskets in here and not silicone them. I'm hoping I got enough copper spray still. I think I do. But yeah, we'll spray these up, let them sit, get those on the manifold. I'll hit them with the little disc and clean them up, so should be all good. All right, I think it'll be the final update for the night, but motor's in, manifolds are on, intake's on, got my fuel pressure regulator back there. So pretty much got to hook up lines and start buttoning all that up. I was going to put the turbo on, but right there's my Maven mount. I don't have a new gasket for that, so I'm going to hold off for now. Either get another O-ring for that, or we might silicone it up and be a little redneck about it. That's okay though. Steve got my injectors in the, he put them in the flow bench. Not a single one opened up, which not surprised after they sat for 3 years with the 85 in them. He got a couple of them broke free. He said he's got them soaking overnight, so we'll see. Tomorrow he'll probably put them back on and see if he can get any of them working, but I'll probably end up having to buy injectors, or at least a handful to replace the ones that are gummed up. But yeah, pretty happy with what we got done today. Made some progress at least. So Todd got home, he checked it out. He's happy that I got some work done on my own for once instead of relying on him. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go home, get some sleep, and then work all week, and maybe next Saturday I'll be able to get another little bit of progress done, get another video going for you. So hang tight. Thanks for watching.